Okay. Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
So, how many football fans in the house?
Almost everyone.
Well, I'm not here to talk about who's the better player, Messi or Ronaldo, or which is the better football tactical formation, 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1. I'm here to talk about 90 minutes of play. A few days ago, I visited a couple of playgrounds in the nearby communities, and I happened to notice that they were almost empty, just a few kids playing. I was wondering, where are all the kids gone? Some of the common reasons I hear are board exams, public exams.
World Cup T20.
It's all about study, day and night. Crazy. It's good. It's good that the kids are studying. But when these kids are studying, they're subjected to the pressure of exams and studies. And these kids, they look for a way of relief. And 8 out of 10 times, the relief is in an unhealthy way. Isn't that a bit sad? Back in my days in school, I was into sports. I found another way to find relief. I don't know why. This brings us to my next question. What is the difference between a healthy tiredness and an unhealthy tiredness? Let me explain what a healthy tiredness is all about. A healthy tiredness starts with an exercise. When you do an exercise, 3 things happen within your body. 1, your body temperature rises. 2, your blood circulation increases. 3, your nervous system becomes active and alert. This is followed by rest and recovery towards the end of the day. And the next morning you wake up fresh, alive, alert. If you happen to go to school or college, you're able to focus better. If you happen to go to work, you're able to work efficiently. Give your 100%. If you happen to play, well, you're able to play more. You're more fitter than yesterday. One of my favorite coaches, he gave me an advice. He told me that, and I quote, "If I'm doing football, I'm doing good." Back in my 10th standard public exams, I could only have the attention span of just 1 hour. After that, it used to go down. But thank God I was into sports. There was this small basketball net fixed onto the wall. And I would take this mini-sized basketball, bounce it, and just dunk it in. I used to feel better. After a few minutes, I would take a football and do some juggling. I used to feel even better. I used to take a cricket ball, and like most of you boys out here, we all love doing this once in a while. I used to feel really good after doing that. Thank God I had a good way of channeling it. I had really big challenges following my career, my passion. Because like all of you here, we all had dreams. We all wanted to become a cricket player, a football player, a musician, singer, dancer, scientist, doctor, pilot, and the list goes on. But somewhere down the line, thanks to the opinions of others, we were convinced that, yes, they were right. And this is all I can become. I asked my parents that I want to become a cricketer, a singer, a dancer. The answer was no. They made me choose engineering. Yeah, no freedom for that. I know most of you feel safe. But when I saw the beautiful game of football, I couldn't take no for an answer. I got to discover my passion. And I had my role models because it was a challenging area. I had my role models. We have motivational speakers like Eric Thomas, Les Brown, and actor Will Smith. He's a talented guy. Then my best friend, Anand here, he's been my life supporting buddy. And I had to make a decision, a tough decision that time, whether I wanted to become a football player or a football coach. If I wanted to become a football player, I just had to focus on myself. I just had to focus on my sleep pattern, my exercise routine, my workout. That's it. I was happy, but I was not getting that satisfaction. When I saw that I could become a coach, I could make changes in people's lives. When I coach around 30 to 40 kids on a daily basis, I touch their lives. And when they go back home, it impacts their communities, their homes. It creates a ripple effect. And I got satisfaction from that. So the change I wanted to make in the kids' lives, for that I have to take you to the other end of the street. The slums. The kids from the slums. In the slums you have many problems. Starting with no proper house, no proper education, you have school dropouts, college dropouts, addiction to alcohol, drugs, tobacco products, violence and street fights, abusive homes, joblessness, and the list goes on. But when these kids come to a football ground to kick a ball, they leave their problems outside. When these kids come to play a game of football, they forget their problems for the next 2 hours. What really happens when these kids kick a ball? Their negative energy, their frustration, their anger is channeled into a healthy and controlled manner through the game of football. And when they go back home, and when they deal with troubles, they don't have the energy and the time. They just go hit the bed. That's all they can do. When these kids, when they kick a ball, they learn about how to have an aim in life, and that's a goalpost. They learn that in order to succeed, you need to score past it. They get an aim in life. When these kids, when they kick a ball, they learn about teamwork. They learn that there is no I in football, it's a we. And you need to pass the ball to your teammate and support them all through the way in order to win. When these kids kick a ball, they learn that you need to have respect for your coaches, referees, and opponents. They learn discipline. When these kids kick a ball, they learn how to handle their success and failures. This is a really good example of a story from failure to success. The Tamil Nadu slum team. Last year, the Tamil Nadu slum team had participated in the SlumSoccer Nationals and ended up last place. This year, they learned from their failure. They got the hunger that they really required. And you can see them holding the cup. We are the winners. Sangeeta, she's a street kid from Chennai, the girl in the center. She has no roof over her head. She uses public toilets. 3 meals a day or 2 meals a day, she has it from outside. There are no proper utensils at her home. Her dad left her when she was a small girl. Her mom, her 2 elder sisters, others are the breadwinners for her family. Recently, a vehicle had run over her fingers while she slept at night on the streets. She was hospitalized, but now she's doing fine. So, kids from these backgrounds, they go through a lot of problems. And when she picked up the game of football through the local boys, she started playing with them and she picked up the game. She forgot about her troubles. It was the way she channeled out all her problems, all her negative energy. And Sangeeta has captained the Tamil Nadu slum team, the women's team, last year and this year. And this year she has been selected for the Homeless World Cup to represent Team India at Scotland. Homeless World Cup provides a great opportunity for the underprivileged kids and the countries. When Sangeeta returns to her home, she's not seen as the same girl that went there. She's seen as a role model, a hero. Kids will start looking up to her and say, if Sangeeta could do this, I can do this. There are opportunities for me outside. Football has provided a hope. Football has changed their lives. Isn't it a brilliant idea? Well, in 2001, a great gentleman thought up with the same idea. His name is Professor Vijay Barse, and he used to work as a sports professor in his college at Nagpur. On a rainy day, he noticed a group of kids kicking a broken bucket. And he stopped and he thought to himself, this is not right. It's not safe for them. I should do something about it. Which he did. Next day, he arrived at the field with a football and he asked kids, do you want to play? Kids were like, yes. Is he a savior? And Professor Vijay Barse, he noticed one thing that struck him that time is that when these kids are on the grounds playing football, they're off the grounds of violence and addiction and all other problems. He thought he should do something on a larger scale to impact their lives and their communities, which he did again. He started the NGO, SlumSoccer. Today, SlumSoccer has expanded across cities such as Chennai, Nagpur, and Kolkata. We have programs such as the YLP, the Young Leaders Program, where we focus on volunteers and we train them to become community coaches and leaders. We have the EduKick program. It's an initiative by SlumSoccer to focus on primary education in the underprivileged societies. They teach mathematics through football. Now, that's something. We have the Shakti Girls program that focuses on women and girls empowerment. All of this just because one man noticed that when you kick a ball, you kick one's problems away. What I would like to give away in this session is that football is education, and football teaches us valuable lessons in life. And 90 minutes of play can keep your troubles away. My name is Aaron Thomas, and I'm proud to be associated with SlumSoccer as a football coach. Thank you. Have a great day. Take care, boys.